Hello, I am Robert James Fremantle and you are watching House of Traps Part 1, Introduction. This is something where we are going to take you from an idea, from concept, through to design and finally implementation. Whether it works, whether it bombs, if you pardon the sort of pun there, we'll follow it together, and it's not guaranteed to be success. We'll even look at the potential risk assessment. Maybe we can somewhat try and do this as a community too. The idea here then, as this introduction, is to explain what we are up to so you get an overview. So we're going to have a dungeon, basically, if we put it in the broader sense, full of traps, but it's going to be a house. All right, and it's a trap maker's house, so it's going to be completely trapped. We'll get on to designs, inspiration, and stuff in another video, but this is just the outlay. And the idea would be that from they never know where the next trap's going to be, and obviously because he's a trap maker, everything is going to be super trapped. So that's kind of the first idea that we're going to be dealing with, a trap haven. What I would then say, covering the risk assessment element of that, one of the big dangers of doing something like this would be that it could get a bit samey. So the traps are going to want somewhat of a broad spread. The other thing is that traps aren't always as deadly as, say, an enemy that might killing blow you, or obviously strike you down and then stop your friends getting to you. Whereas a trap, it could go off, it could do however many d6 damage, and then in the downtime you can take a breather, because I'm going to be running this for the age system, so they have the breather system in place, and someone could try and fix you up, put a heal spell on you, something like that. I suppose it's not necessarily in the first idea to be completely dangerous in every place. Some of it just to be antagonistic, just to sort of say, look, you want me, you're going to have to go all through this nonsense to get me. I'm not going to make it easy for you. So yeah, I mean that's it in broad terms. Also, I'd like the opportunity perhaps for the community to come together and maybe submit some designs as well that we could end up using, and then hopefully, if we can get things working right, to actually be able to record the session playing out and see how it all went down. So I'm looking at this as a very early right through to final result that you can follow as part of this playlist. So there we go, House of Traps Part 1, telling you it's coming, telling you what we're up to, and if you want to start getting some of those ideas in place, remember it's not a dungeon, it's a house, right? Quite a large multi-floored house. Then yeah, feel free to create something, submit something by way of PM to me, I would suggest, simply because you've got more space, and also because it's private, because obviously a lot of the players could tune into these videos too, and we don't want to give them too much of a heads up now, do we? Indeed. Right, House of Traps, let's hope the concept works, but hey, it's something different. See you at the next one.